Welcome down to Funland Hayling Island. This is our pre-summer visit as we all prepare for nice weather, which is incoming, and where better than down at Funland, one of our favourite places to visit. So we're going to take you on some rides in this video, obviously take you around the park, and we are finally going to take you on the Miami as well, and more graphics have arrived. So where else do we start other than the mine train? And we get good views up here as well. So it is a bit cloudy today, but it is summer. I bought shorts out. And I love this ride. Look, that's the old Fort Park one over there. I'll try and take a look at that one later. And this is a vigorous mine train. I love this ride. I absolutely love it. Whee! Lovely view over to the Isle of Wight today. And then down we go. Woohoo! Whee! And the bumps at the end. Right, mine train done. I'm going to try and get near enough every ride done today. That's the plan. I say every ride, I'm not going on the jumbos or the jets, but we obviously want to get on the Miami, and I think we'll do that next. And yes, before you ask, we will end with a ride on the jungle splash. It's actually quite humid today, but I'll do it. I'll do it. How wet are we likely to get on here today? That's probably the question. It looks wet standing here, doesn't it? Can never be good. Okay, it's absolutely fine. Right, round we go. So our next stop will be Surf's Up, and we will show you some of the graphics which have been added. Obviously last time we were here, we did take you behind to have a look at the new backsplash, which does look spectacular. And honestly, when you're standing right back as well over there, and you look at the ride in motion now, what a great investment for the park. Right, here we go. So the technical park, Super Miami, that is Surf's Up here at Funland. It's not the first time I've been on it, but it is the first time that we brought you on board of it, and I've decided to sit right at the end. Jesus Christ! Oh, it's not slow. It's not slow at all. It's got some whip to it, and the G-force when you hit the base. Oh yeah, this is a great ride. Honestly, this is a great ride. And again, it provides some good views of Funland. Actually, the views are probably better than the last Miami because it's, needless to say, a fair bit bigger. Oh yeah. But you'll see as I move around just how out of the seat it is. Proper airtime, side to side moments. Honestly, don't sleep on this. This is a fantastic ride and a great addition to the park for this year as well. Definitely stands as the most thrilling ride in the park. Oh. And I'm telling you now, it's a lot harder to do this as well, because obviously there's counterweights on the other end where it's a park model. So to hold it at the top, oh, look at this. What a view. What a view. Here we go. Oh. I'll tell you what, I have to say with lap bars, this thing would be terrifying, absolutely terrifying, because I am all over the place being thrown around in this. Oh, it is nice having a nice deep headrest though. Oh. Here we go. Oh. Now, worryingly, the scary thing is I know this can go quicker, but it doesn't need to go any quicker. Let's put it that way. It doesn't need to. This thing is a beast. Right, there we go. Surf's Up here at Funland. If you haven't been on it, honestly, you need to get down here and get on it, because it is a proper machine. A proper machine. That is running fantastic. Now, since we were last here, the graphics has been put on the front. There is some coming for the operator's booth as well. It's the beach party at Hayling Island. The finish on this has become amazing. It really has. Think about when we started covering it at the beginning of the year. It's coming on leaps and bounds, and there's still work to do. It's riding incredible. That thing is quick, proper quick. We are going to try that out later as well. So first time we'll have gone on this since it arrived from Adventure Wonderland. We did go on it at Adventure Wonderland, but we've not been on it here yet. And again, the detail which has been put on here looks really, really cool. I do have the whole ride to myself. It's actually fairly busy down here. The schools are still in, so this is a week before school holidays, if you will, kind of kick in at the end of this week. That's Tuesday at the moment, and certainly my kids are still at school today. So, you know, it was quieter last year. It is a little bit busier today. But we are going to make the most of it, as we said. We are going to get on some rides, including obviously this, including getting back on the Miami. Oh, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Got a lovely atmosphere down, the music is out loud. I'll say it's really humid, although it seems like a bit overcast. It's definitely shorts weather today. We've got to embrace this summer that we have. Oh, that's running a bit quicker. Right, so Funland is now open for the whole of summer, running right the way up to the end of August, heading into the new term, which is great news. You can come down here, you can buy tokens, you can get wristbands as well. Wristbands obviously represent better value, but if you want tokens, you can get tokens. All the rides will be open, everything's available. And I think that Destination Z is also open on evenings. So when they are open for evenings, if you want to try out Destination Z before changes for Halloween, this summer will be the time to do it. But oh, this is running much quicker than normal. Whew. Oh, it's got some proper whip, that did. That was quick as I've been on that, I think, in years. Now, Iztac Falls is sadly closed today. We understand that should be back open for the weekend and the start of full summer. And we might miss some of the smaller rides, obviously, like these. But we are heading now to the spinning coaster. Right, Spinosaurus. Whee! I'm nice, finely balanced as I'm on my own. Whee! It's a nice little coaster, this one. I do like it. It's got a really unique layout. I don't think I've ever seen another one with a layout like this. They're all fairly standard sort of SBF style when they're this small. This one really is different. Whoa! And there we go. Yeah, I love it. Spin there on the spinning coaster. I shall come back to that. Now, I'm going to head up. Do I want to get the exercise in on the cyclates? I might do. I won't take you on ride on those ones, but we will head over to the Dodgems. Nothing quite like a good Dodgem. Unfortunately, I don't have the boys to ram into the side, but I think there's enough people there I can take Dodgem anger out on. Right, we're off. There's a fair few people on here as well, so we can gun for people. That's absolutely fine. You know me. I don't know any of these people, but when they're not paying attention. Well, we can drive backwards because I'm quite good at driving these. It never ends well. Just like that. Right, we should really concentrate on what's going on here. My driving skills aren't the best at the best of times. Right, I had to put my concentration face on. I do have one on it. Possibly not then, though. Possibly not then. And the problem is as well, I'm right-handed, so stupidly I'm holding the camera with my right hand going the wrong way. Right, it's the yo-yos. I saw an opportunity and I took it. So this is the first time actually I've been on the yo-yo since I arrived from Adventure Wonderland at the beginning of the year. Now I am quite big, so I know what these are like. They are a children's ride, but sometimes you've just got to get the cred. You know, you've got to get the cred that you've been on it, even if it's a children's ride. And it's the only ride I haven't been on here. It's a relaxing ride, I will tell you that. It's a relaxing ride. So it kind of does it in an octopus motion, as you can see. And they boing up and down and bounce around. It's a classic. And it looks better than it's ever looked. Honestly, the graphics are... the graphics are brilliant. I'll tell you what, I'll say graphics. That's a fantastic job. Underrated. When you think it's Little Park, underrated the graphics that go into some of these rides, especially Surf's Up as well. Right, yo-yos, big tick, done. Oh, yo-yos, honestly, better than ever. Better than ever, look better than ever, ride better than ever. They're not designed for adults, they're designed for children. As a children's attraction, that thing is awesome, absolutely awesome. As you guessed, I'm going back on it, because why not? Right, we've nearly come to the end. We know what that means. We know what that means. And it will happen. It is open. It will happen. Now, if you are coming down here for the summer period, the ride selection is fantastic for the family, with a couple of thrill rides obviously thrown in for the older children. The spinning coaster is definitely suitable for all, and you can get a real spin and whip on that. Aztec Falls, the Jurassic Safari, of course you've got little cars, you've got the fantastic balloons, and again, they spin. They proper spin. They proper spin. If you want a bit of exercise, you can go on the cycles there. You've got the classic carousel over the back, and then as we head up to the top end of the park, we've got even more attractions on the right hand side. The Cyclone and Twister, which we've already been on today. That thing is flying around as well, absolutely flying around. You've obviously got Surf's Up in the background with the caterpillar here. Now, before we go anywhere, let's just show you the restrictions. And of course tokens. You can buy tokens, we'll go for the prices of those very shortly. 3 tokens for all your thrill rides heading down to the Caterpillar, then it's 2 tokens right the way down to the Snake Slide, which is 1 token if you just want 1 slide, or 3 tokens for 5 slides. Most of the rides with the Star are 0.9 meters, under 1.2 responsible adult is required, over 14. Other than that, Surf's Up's the only one with a 1.4 meter height restriction, and the other 2 are the only ones with 1.2 meter height restrictions, regardless of whether you've got an adult. Tokens are 12 for £10, 24 for £15, or 36 for £20. Now on from the tokens, here are the wristband prices. Offer 1 £22 all day, offer 2 £14 per day between 5 and 8 when they're obviously open for evenings, and latecomer special in the afternoon between 2 and 5 for just £16. As you come around here, the dodgems are actually inside the building over there. We've got the Snake Slide as well, which we said 1 or 3, depending on how many tokens you go for. You've got the wonderful Viking boats, and you know, we say it every time as well, the Viking boats are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We've got the Mine Train roller coaster over the back, the Flying Jumbo's another beautiful, beautiful ride, and Jungle Splash, the log flume, which is where we're heading now. I mean, nothing about this seems a good idea. None of this seems a good idea, but look, you know, we're a little theme park. Look how well themed this is. A beautiful station with the netting, obviously the models as well. They're a little bit wet, and some fantastic models and the plane around the outside, but oh yeah, we're gonna get wet. And I love this, honestly, the decoration often goes unmissed. And for smaller parks to have all this, I actually think it's brilliant. And yes, I know I'm going to get wet. Like, I'm gonna get wet. Like proper wet. But I know that already. And of course, as we said, moving on from the rising attractions, let's not forget, there is an arcade here as well. There's a play area inside the arcade, there's an eatery inside the arcade, there's lots of little shops and stalls around, there's donuts, there's ice cream. There is literally everything you need for a whole day here, right on the beach. And I know we sing Funland's praises a lot, and the reason why we do it is we always have a great time here. I always have. There's always been, the hospitality has been excellent whenever we've come down. Long before we were doing sort of behind the scenes things, they've always been brilliant. It's just worth a visit if you're down on the south coast, because the rides are really unique. They're just not ones you see generally anywhere else. They really are kind of special. You know, the Dumbos, you're never going to see anything like that. The Miami, you're never going to see anything like the spinning coaster. Even the Wild Mouse isn't the same design as we've got anywhere else in the country. And this is a complete custom log flume. Complete custom. Nice themed to the jungle theme with some wonderful animals. And obviously the actual, that is an actual plane. Anyone that follows the channel will know that, but that is an actual plane, which they've brought in for that, not a model, an actual plane. And you know, the level of detail, you just, again, we're on a seaside park. You know, a lot of places, it all just sits on concrete, nothing exciting going around, but not here. That's just not how it operates. There's Mr. Rhino. And you just sort of see it, look, through the bush. Even with the skeleton inside is really cool, really cool. Absolutely love it, absolutely love it. Right, this is going to be wet, isn't it? This is going to be wet. I don't know how wet this is going to be, but this is going to be wet. Are we going to see him come down before we go up? Oh. I say it every time, but oh! I just set the camera back for that. That was cold in places I didn't know could be that cold. Right. Oh, yeah, that's shall I leave the camera on me? I'll tell you what, I'll leave the camera on me for the drop. I always do this. I don't know why. Ah! Oh, yeah. Well, I tell you the good thing is there's no water on the lens. You got full. Oh, full. What happened on that? That is slightly damp. But yeah, you know, it's actually quite a humid day here today, as we said. It's not, you know, the sun's not out, but it is a humid day. I will dry off. You want log flumes that are going to get you wet? Look no further. What a fantastic ride it is. What a fantastic ride. Fantastically themed as well for the seaside park. Now, I appreciate people don't like me using the word moist, which is good, because I'm not going to. I'm damp. Let's call it damp. Let's call it damp. Right, that ends our time here at Funland Hayling Island. Got a few people to say goodbye to before I leave. And again, massive thank you to the park, because they're always so good to me when I come down here. And they have some great rides. Right, Funland Hayling Island. Get yourself down here for the summer. It is now fully open for the period, regardless of whether you're staying down here or travelling down to the beach. Make sure you come along to Funland Hayling Island. It is a day out, a full day out. Plenty to do it in the area, plenty to do here. Eat, drink, play, arcade, rides. What else do you want?